Point after, right down the middle. And it's now 21-7. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. From the 6. And beyond the 20, but not by much. In fact, just a yard pass there to the 21. The Cleveland offense ready to go. Well, partner, fast forward with me for a second. Remember, next week they have the open week, so they're going to get some extended rest. Does that change how they manage the rest of this one?
I think it does a little bit, but not by too much, because you're right. You get the extra rest, you get a chance to heal up and kind of, do a little bit of a reset for this team. But it's also 7 extra days to think back to the last time you were on the field. So now, a little more importance on what they're getting done because they carry it with them for essentially 2 weeks.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. And he's going to be brought down. Back at his own 6-yard line. Kayvon Thibodeaux in there to record the 2nd sack of his young NFL career. The punt team on now is from their end zone. They get it away. Officially, that'll be marked down as just a 28-yard punt. And the Bengals will take over in terrific field position. So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. Powell throwing on 1st down here. He's going to take a shot right away for the end zone. And incomplete on the deep ball.
Well, when you've got a tight end who can run, you've got to give him a shot to unlock the defense. Want to see what they can get, taking the big shot downfield. That one winds up incomplete.
2nd and 10 from the 33-yard line. They'll go play action. Powell. Oh, he'll look downfield for Kittle. And this is going to be intercepted. Jeremy Chinn picks it off. And the Browns are going to take possession here. It's a touchback, and they'll take over at the 20-yard line. The Browns drive about to get started. They begin this drive with Chubb. And forget about finding a lane. He barely had time to look up before he was planted in the backfield.
Here we go. Set.
Now on 2nd and 13. Willis. They set up the screen to Chubb. And he's able to break out of 1 tackle, but then quickly brought down. Only a yard there. Sniffed out well defensively, and it brings up 3rd. Back to throw, Willis. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off by Isaiah Rodgers. And he will bring it back. It's a pick 6 for a Bengals TD. That bumps us up to a 3-possession game here, and only in the 2nd quarter, Charles. They're trying to put this game out of reach before we even hit the locker rooms for intermission.
What's even tougher is making up 3 possessions against a defense that can make impact plays like this. They don't have this game wrapped up quite yet, but 2 picks already, 1 to the house. I think it's fair to say they're headed in the right direction.
This taken in at the goal line. And he'll be tackled just shy of the 25. The Cleveland offense ready to go. Well, Charles, we'll see what they can do here. Not a ton of time left, but enough certainly to get points out of this drive, and they need them right now because they're trailing.
Yeah, this is exactly why you practice a 2-minute drill all through camp and at least 1 practice each week before a game. A minute left, more than enough time to string a few completions together, reach the end zone, and then make that walk back to the locker room just a little more animated.
That's caught. It's DeAndre Carter. Creeping up on a minute to play in this first half. Play action. Here's Willis. The Bengal pressure gets him that time. Down he goes. Kayvon Thibodeaux. That is now 2 sacks for him here in this first half. Willis looking to throw it. Got his man, and the ball is knocked out, and the Bengals grab it. And they will finally get him as he's all the way down near the 40-yard line. A lot of talk this week about ball security. In fact, they added an extra period in practice to be more secure with the ball. It didn't work out there.
Well, sometimes you just get overexcited during the game. You may all of a sudden make your catch, see some open field, and decide you're going for it, and not realizing the danger lurks while you're doing so, and there's your end result right there.
Now a throw to the end zone on first down, but it winds up incomplete.
When you look at the scoreboard, you'd think they'd be pretty comfortable right now with this lead, but these guys are absolutely not going to let up. They want to increase their lead, and they want to do it with a big play. Unable to connect in that attempt.
Over the middle, that's complete to McCaffrey. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. Now a timeout signaled for, and they'll get it with 10 seconds to go before halftime.
So many times in my career, I've heard coaches talk about completions are one thing. But as long as we're there at the catch and we get guys on the ground, we can live with that. But if you're going to give up 10, 12, 15 yards after the catch, then your defense is going to be in a lot of trouble.
Foul to the air on 1st and 10. Another grab here for the dynamic Christian McCaffrey. And they're going to be set up now with the ball at the 13-yard line. And now we'll get a late timeout as it comes in the waning moments of quarter number 2. So with 2 ticks left here in the half, on is the field goal unit. From the left hash, should be a fairly easy one here. And this one is right through. And that will finish off this third quarter of play. So we've reached halftime here on Halloween. And trust me, kids, if you had to look at Charles Davis every game, you'd think every day was Halloween. As we'll head down to Orlando, that's where we find our man Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach. Welcome back. Halftime over. We are ready for quarter number 3. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. The Browns going to see the football first, but they trail here as we resume play on EA Sports. This will be fielded inside the 5. And not much happening on the return as he'll get this to about the 23. The Browns drive about to get started. And you have to think, Charles, down 3 scores already. They need to play an almost perfect second half to have a solid chance.
And that absolutely starts with finding some way to put together a touchdown drive here. They need to be smart, fast, efficient, get the ball into the end zone, and do it again multiple times in order to have a chance to win this game.
Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6. To throw, here's Willis. And he will be hit from behind and run over. Wow. Von Miller, he's the one to get him, and that is sack number 7 for him on the year. Here's Willis, 3rd and long. Under pressure, they got him again. Multiple defenders get to him there, and that is the 6th time he's been sacked in this ball game. Going on 4th down. Here's Willis. And he's going to be intercepted for the 3rd time thus far. Picked off by Isaiah Rodgers. And the Bengals are going to take possession of the football.
Partner, I see you reaching for the white flag. Put it down. I don't want you throwing it, but I understand why. Because if you do, you're hoping they might actually stop this game because we're in blowout territory right now. That interception just surrendered any momentum they built up in the locker room during halftime. So game plan, it's in the garbage. Time to try something new in this one.
McCaffrey is into the end zone for a Bengal touchdown. A familiar refrain, a turnover leads to a touchdown, and that lead grows even wider now here in this 3rd quarter.
Yeah, partner, I'd say there are a lot of grins breaking out on that sideline because, let's face it, they came in thinking they were in for a real fight in this game, but this one's been about as one-sided as we've seen in a while. In addition, if you're a backup, time to start stretching and loosening up. You may get some playing time in this one.
This will be fielded inside the 5. And he won't quite make it to the 25. The Cleveland offense ready to go. Well, we haven't exactly been treated to a nail-biter in this one, CD, and if they cannot score here, this one's pretty much all but over.
Are you saying that you feel like people are starting to think about getting out of here, maybe beating the traffic in order to get home or to their final destination?
Yeah, I don't think there's a whole lot of reason to hang around, especially if they can't score here.
Yeah, you're right about that, because it has been pretty clear who the better team has been in this one. And in a league that we talk about every game being a one-score game as we go into it, watching this blowout, let's just say it's been unusual.
And they're going to get this up to midfield. Now they'll try to take advantage of that offsides call. Here's 1st and 5. They'll go option to the short side. And he's going to be forced out of bounds inside the 5-yard line. A big-time gain there on the keeper, using his legs to hurt him. 1st down. Chubb is not going to advance very far. He'll be stopped right at the line of scrimmage. They'll say no gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd and goal. Now Willis. Firing quickly, but it's incomplete.
Certainly appeared to take away his first read, and by the time he tried to look elsewhere and find an open target, the coverage was too good. That one falls incomplete.
Willis on 3rd and goal. Touchdown, Browns. DeAndre Carter, his first touchdown on the year. And the Browns get a bit closer. Extra point by Blankenship is up and good. And the lead is down to 24. So after the touchdown, here's Blankenship kicking off. And here comes a return from the middle of the end zone. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback. The Bengals drive about to get going. And they'll just simply be looking to build off the confidence of the last time out where they scored a touchdown.
And confidence is powerful, isn't it? When you scored once, you feel like you can go back out there and get it done again. Doesn't matter what the defense throws at them. They feel like they're in a groove right now, and they want to get out there and show it.
Yeah, hoping to stay in that groove here this go-around. Steps away toward the sideline, and look at that catch. Dragging the toes, and that's going to be a 1st down. Well done. A really nice gain of 25 yards. McCaffrey running up the middle. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. Looking at a 2nd and 11 now after the loss. Faking the handoff. Howell. Rolling to his, and he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes. 1st and 2nd down were a disaster. Both went backwards. Now it's 3rd and 18. They need something big. And Howell will throw it. But able to haul it in is Kittle. And they're going to have another 1st down as he's going to be tackled at the Browns' 42. The defense shaking their heads, not aggressive enough, and they allow him to convert a 3rd and 18. So 1st and 10, and if they score on this drive, might have to start digging in our second-half blowout material. And this time they were ready for him as they'll stop him right at the line of scrimmage. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11.
They have 3 tight ends in that formation. That's almost a universal sign that they're planning to run the football. But how about the defense there? They met force with force and caused a stack up behind the line of scrimmage and threw it for a loss.
Now they go play action with Howell. He finds Ross right side. It's complete. And they're going to have another 1st down as he's going to be tackled at the Browns' 28. And they're not going to get to the line to run another play. So we will switch ends as the 3rd quarter has come to a close. We'll return with more after this. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. On first down, Howell. He's going to let it go deep for the end zone. And that is caught. He's got it for a Bengal touchdown. George Kittle with his second touchdown of the game, 4th of the year. And the Bengals look like they're going to get back in the win column as they extend their lead here in this 4th quarter. The kicking team out now for the Bengals as they'll send this one away. Slayton going to take it from the end zone. And he'll get it up past the 20 to about the 22. The Browns drive about to get started. And just looking ahead, it would appear that that bye week is coming at the right time. They'll have 2 weeks to chew on this one, though probably not one that they want to chew on. A poor performance from start to finish. To throw again on second down. Willis. And for the 4th time tonight, it's an interception. Trent McDuffie with a pick. And the Bengals are going to take possession of the football. Well, you just kind of feel for him right now. 4 interceptions, and you can almost see through his face mask. There's a lot going on in between the ears.
There certainly is, and probably way too much, because now he's probably doubting himself.
Oh, that's into a sea of bodies, and it's intercepted. Jeremy Chinn picks it off. And the Browns are going to have it here as they'll start at their own 7. Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. That's out to Chubb, complete. And he is going to lose yardage here. And Chubb will try the middle here. And he'll find some room to get this up to about the 14. 68 yards rushing for him now to this point. The offense on 3rd down tonight, they've converted 3 times in 8 chances. Here it's 3rd and 3. And he's taken down. Back at his own 7. Willis got to have this one. The Browns unable to move the chains on 4th down. And an utter disaster as the ball's going to go over on downs at the 2-yard line. The best starting field position you could possibly have. 1st and goal from the 1. They'll try to run with McCaffrey. And he is in. Touchdown, Bengals. Christian McCaffrey punching it in from a yard away. And the Bengals add another 6 points to what's going to be a blowout victory. Extra point splits the uprights. And this one was over a while ago as they just add on to that big lead. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. This will be fielded inside the 5. And out a little across the 25 to the 27. The Cleveland offense ready to go. And you see a lot of frustrated faces as they are inching closer to a 4th straight loss. And he will lose yardage and be backed up to the 24. Here's Willis now off the play fake. And finding the tight end Hooper.
Let's just break this down and make it pretty simple. Key to the drag route, letting the play develop, finding the hole in the defense, and giving your athlete, yes, athlete, a chance to make something happen once he has the ball.
And my goodness, another interception. The safety Terrell Edmonds picks it. And the Bengals are going to take possession of the football. And you have to wonder, Charles, a game like this, 5 interceptions, what does this do to the psyche of a young quarterback?
Well, based on the fact that he's still out there and he threw a 5th interception, I'm wondering if his head coach believes that he's really strong mentally and wants him to play through it. Because otherwise, you need to get him out and fight another day, because this could leave lasting damage if he keeps throwing interceptions.
From the shotgun to McCaffrey. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. 3rd and long. Here's Howell. And that will be incomplete.
Well, up big here in the fourth quarter, up really big. That pass and incompletion, I don't think they needed the completion, but Charles, this is an offense right now that they're just having fun. They're clicking on all cylinders.
Yeah, you're right. They didn't need a completion. They certainly don't need any more points, but they're not going to turn them down. They're going to continue to run what they have in their playbook, and they still want to run it efficiently.
That'll go down as just a 20-yard punt. And the Browns will take over, 1st and 10. The Browns drive about to get started.
We said it at halftime that they would need a nearly perfect second half to erase that deficit that they were facing, CD. But unfortunately, the second half has pretty much been a carbon copy of the first.
Yeah, that early lead was almost insurmountable the way their opponent was playing. And, partner, they do have some good news, though. This one is getting close to being over, and they can try and hit the reset button starting tomorrow.
And he can't find anywhere to go with it, and he goes down.
Multiple defenders getting home there for a loss of 11.
Pass protection has been a problem all night long as they come up facing second and a bundle. Another try after the first down sack.
Willis, he's got Slayton on the slant. And they're going to get this up to midfield.
Just 2 minutes remaining here in the fourth quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. And he'll be taken down by the Bengal pressure.
Willis, 4th down, has to have it.
Oh, hit as he throws, and this is going to be incomplete. They had to go for it with such little time remaining, and the Bengals are going to get it back in terrific field position. Shotgun handoff down to McCaffrey. And just no chance of turning the corner. He can only get back to the line of scrimmage. 2nd and 10 coming up. So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10. That one looks like he'll throw here.
Oh, he'll look downfield for Kittle.
And give him another 6. It's caught for a touchdown, and the blowout continues.
Another touchdown through the air for them, and for this rookie quarterback at the helm, he has put them in a great position, Charles, to get the victory in this one.
He's absolutely taken charge. Every touchdown for them has come via his arm. 0 rushing touchdowns, no special teams, no defensive scores. All him throwing the football. He's in cruise control right now, and so is his team.
This one fielded at the 5. And able to get this out to the 25.
Now the Bengals going to use the first of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this.
Willis will look to throw on 1st down.
And now here is another interception.
Trent McDuffie with a pick. And the Bengals are going to take possession of the football.
Well, partner, I got to tell you, I'm trying to think of something positive to say for this offense, but I'd have to be a spin doctor for that one. This has been a tough performance to watch.
And I think it's hard at this point to actually identify what's really gone wrong. I guess the catch-all is everything. Doesn't sound like real sharp analysis, but I don't have much else for you.
And the scoreboard just lopsided, and it's been ugly from the get-go.
Now throwing on 1st down here. Lets this go for Renfro downfield.
And he will get into the end zone. It's another touchdown. This thing is ugly. Now the try here for the extra point. Now this one was over a while ago as they just add on to their big lead. The kicking team out now for the Bengals as they'll send this one away.
This will be fielded inside the 5. And he returns this to the 22.
Let's go.
The Cleveland offense ready to go.
Well, CD, it's all window dressing at this point. I mean, the best they can do is end the game with a nice drive to maybe build some momentum to move forward into their next contest.
Yeah, with how lopsided this game has been, even one score might not do a lot of cosmetic good on the scoreboard, partner, because it's just about looking forward at this point. Get a touchdown here, give yourself some positive momentum and reps to focus on when you get back to practice in the next couple of days.
Well, a touchdown here on this drive, it wouldn't really put much of a dent in the score, the deficit right now. But as you mentioned in the past, CD, their coach is probably just hoping to see something executed correctly on this drive before we close out the ball game.
Yeah, and I think that every guy who's on the field has to feel exactly the same way, because if not, they might be looking for replacements. Treat every drive as if it's your last and make it a successful one in some small way.
And nowhere to run for Willis. He goes down. The pressure from multiple guys there as they bury him for a big 9-yard loss. And as this defense walks off the field, they can do so with their heads held high. What a performance by the offense, too. I mean, really, Charles, just complete domination on both sides of the football here this one.
Certainly was, and I think both sides compete against each other all the time. You go at each other in practice, obviously your training camps, your off-season. But on game day, you both want to show your best. And I think that's what we saw from both the offense and the defense, a complete team victory.
So for Cincinnati, the victory means they'll up their mark to 5-3 on the year.
And they'll return home next week to take on the Carolina Panthers. Meanwhile, for the Browns, the struggles intensify as they drop to 2-6 now on the year. And they'll take this loss into the bye as they'll be back in action in Week 10.
It's another one. We got another one. It's her. Who that? Big baby slide through in that drop top. Something about Benz looking cute.